Hey guys, welcome to 1v1 again, and we have Mr. Pringles on the Soviet team from Finland up against DDIMM from Bulgaria on the Japanese team, and he's changed his name to Little Potato for some reason. I guess that's his PC. I can't see his PC perfect because I'm watching a replay. Just thought I'll give these guys a bit of coverage for these other groups. I haven't really watched them because they're the Euro group, and the Euro group plays when I'm asleep, so I only can watch replays unless it's the weekend. So we got Mr. Pringles getting to the middle very fast with Elite Marksman, and flanking with some more the same Elite Marksman around the house to engage the assault troops as on the eastern point. Wow, it's going so fast in replays. There's no lag whatsoever. The casting is a bit too slow. My casting is too slow to keep up what's going on, but no one's going to the western point. Center point is going to Mr. Pringles. Interesting elite marksman starts. This is the first we've really seen. I guess this is the Euro group. The Euro group does like to go, the Euros do like to go elite marksman. And I think Pringles might be setting the standard as the Soviets too, as he is probably one of the favourites to win this entire tournament, in my opinion. There's a few out there. Hansi, Mr. Pringles, Loki has proved to be good Konos manager, and maybe Jutska. We've lost Chino in the midst because of his PC perf. He's been unfortunately ejected from the tournament because his computer is too potato. Veteran C, a nice flank from DDIMM. So excuse the 1v1s guys, I know they get kind of boring for some players, or some people that don't play 1v1s, but this is mainly for the players. I did start this channel to really fire up the competitive community, get that going in Minifor, and have a bit of a multiplayer scene to it, and this is the priority, I suppose. I'll put some more tutorials once the tournament dies down, once I guess it's nearly complete. It's the finals, and also the 3v3 league is coming up as well, so you'll be able to see that. But for now there's going to be a lot of 1v1s. If you don't want to see them, just come back in a few weeks and you'll eventually start seeing 3v3s and team games and some more tutorials. Also, just also just to keep note that the finals will be much more better. Right now it's the group stages, and the group stages are usually more one-sided than anything because of the way the group's structured. Obviously you don't want to have all the good players eliminate each other in the first rounds in the groups, so that's why the good players are separated. So, but looks like DDIMM, Little Potato, is doing pretty good for himself right now. He held the majority of points, 5-0. He's still holding the majority of points, holding to the eastern point. Pringles struggling to get a foothold with the Partisans. Seems like he's going the Partisan squad a few times in this matchup so far, and they don't seem to be working, especially versus the fire rate of the Type 100s. They are pinning down some of these guys though, which is quite surprising. Hago on the field from Diddy. I'm going to call him Diddy. Diddy is probably one of the longest standing Minifor players out there. A very well known community guy for watching a lot of YouTube games, and a nice grenade here by Mr. Pringles. He's pretty much commented on every video known to man. From Minifor 1 to now everyone's channel, even the most obscure channel with 1 subscriber, he ends up commenting in that Minifor video. And Mr. Pringles, who has nothing coming to really get the center. Wow, he's really holding back. You can see his MP count over there. It's gaining a lot. Maybe just waiting a bit to gain more MP for something big to counter the Japanese, perhaps a T60. And that's a guess, and it was a good guess. T60 on the field, and perhaps some Partisan squads to go with it. Yes, another guess. I am in Pringles' mind, or really Pringles is just reading my mind and knows how to play very, very well. Well, Pringles read my future mind. He's that good. He can't read my past mind. T60 going into the center. Partisan is just for line of sight, so this is the kind of style that I use. I don't really value my infantry. I use them quite suicidally, or not really suicidally, I guess more just for line of sight, not to be saved. Veterancy may change this, I doubt that, because I think it's all about the infantry killers plus these guys. And right now it's proving to be the case, as recruits being mowed down like anything. Partisans just providing some sight, getting to a decent position under the hill. And here comes a Chiha. Chiha versus a T60. Pringles is pulling back, doesn't want to test the Chiha's armor. Even though I think it can penetrate it at pretty close range. T60 going to the left hand side, western point. Shock infantry by Mr. Pringles. And wow, here comes the slaughter. For more line of sight for these shock troopers. Just running them through classic infantry killer style, just running infantry in front and then the infantry killer behind, just mowing down troops. But it's pulling back now because I think Pringles is hearing on the map the Chiha's chasing him, I think he has line of sight perhaps from these partisans. Somehow he knew that was coming. I think he saw it. So he's getting the eastern point. I'd have to take a fog of war actually. Well, I'm going to take that off. So we've got DD pushing up with an assault squad in the center. Kamikaze. So going the kamikazes. Charge unit down the center from Mr. Pringles. Should be able to overwhelm. Just run in there and just prone. Watch them go nuts. Look at the firepower on this unit. Not all of them are even firing, but now they are. I think that's mixed up with a shock infantry unit. Yeah, shock infantry plus charge in one blow down into the center. Should have pushed Diddy straight out of there. See, once the Soviets get to this stage, they're more competitive with the charge. Low CP cost, you can have a lot more on the field and outnumber the Japanese. And your tanks, I guess, more expensive, and you can finally afford them. And this will be an easy counter for the Chiha. Oh, nice track. But not a chance to fight it off. Not sure what it's thinking. Maybe trying to get a nice lucky turret or main gun shot, because the turret is notoriously weak. It was facing a bit downwards as well. Not sure if that accentuated the armor or made it worse. But it's dead now. Type 92. I think it's a Type 92 MG. Too much firepower right now. Machine gunners. I'm guessing this is the home guard. Yep, there's so many MGs on the field, there's no other unit it can be. And look at that bum rush of that partisan squad, just running straight down to flank it. Using partisans as meat shields, mass numbers to just, yeah, pretty much just outshoot him. 3 cap is on, and Pringles totally turned that around. It seemed like more of a calculated loss at the start. He didn't really buy too much. He was waiting for that one T60. Before that, he didn't want to go toe to toe with the SMG. PPSH versus Type 100s, you're kind of losing because you're more expensive. You're 15 MP versus 13 MP. And nice turret shot there. I guess there's no option for that T-34 to do anything. Max range, it won't be able to fight it. That she knew. It needed to go closer to take it out. But right now, just too much domination of the infantry. There's too much to clear. And he is quite stuck right now, DD. With no infantry killer around. Assault squad. Pringles. Also on the western for the 3 cap. There's a few Japanese units around the back, even a kamikaze right there. There's plenty of games being played so far in this tournament. I have about 20 or so games to cast and replays. I'm going to choose them now. I'm not going to cast every single one. I do get bored as well, not only you guys, of watching the same, I guess, one-sided slugfests or one-sided stomps in a way. So I'll choose, I'll give most players some coverage, at least one game, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll cast another game. It's just of these 2 players. It was Mr. Pringles did win the other game quite convincingly. So since I just said that, I've just spoiled it, and I will not upload that now. So this is the close game. Little Potato, Didi, Chinu. Trying to track down that T60. 3 cap, so it's going up really fast in his favour. This unit's got a 2-star veterancy. And what stats? Let me see the stats of this. So movement speed, reload speed, accuracy. It goes away too fast. It's a bit annoying. So what's firing? It's ZSI-2. Interesting emplacement by. So one thing is the Soviets I think is kind of worth it. There's 325 MP. Penetration is pretty good. Maximum range 120, 67. That's pretty much any medium tank's armor, including the Chinu. And we're fighting the Germans, the P3, the P4, just not the H. You can hit the turret on the H, but not advisable to use that against the H in a frontal slug. So Mr. Pringles looking quite comfy at the moment. Pulling back, this nice combo, infantry killer, tank killer, and infantry domination. What more can you ask for right now? And Didi, what can he do in his situation? Really push on one point, which he's doing, getting that point, and somehow isolating that T7, T60. Take that T60 out without engaging that ZSI-2. If you can't, try AP snipe that ZSI-2 using your AP shell. It's got longer range than your HE. And then finish it off with HE. Or maybe get lucky with a far shot using those hills. Or using those trees. But ZSI-2 is in range. It's been firing at the Chinu. And Didi's being a bit cautious now. Scared to move, moving back. Wow, that antenna, is that antenna? It's very very bent. So he's also got a Chihi. What the? Okay. So 2 of one kind. Not a buy I would do. Medium tank on the eastern needs to definitely wait for this home guard squad with the 4 MGs and the rest are recruits. Let's see if this assault can amount to anything. He's got a kamikaze right there, so he's actually got line of sight over the position he's going to assault. Not only do they provide kill units, these stealth units can be used to just look forward, I guess a forward scout for your troops, and it can be safe because it's got stealth. What's coming back here? We've got something coming up. It's just the ZSI-2, the same one, has moved position. Chinu getting attacked from the rear. It's been totally surrounded. That's a charge unit though. Lots of Molotov cocktails going around and lots of flaming Soviets. This guy's still getting surrounded. Center is somehow going to Didi with a sneaky infantryman. Wow. Flames are us. Yeah, I really can't wait till the finals come. The group stages not that interesting, but I got quite a bit vested in the players though, because I do know all these players. I've been playing with some of these guys for a long time, and it's just you just want them to do well. That's why I do like to watch these games. I guess these games aren't really exciting for some of the new players who don't know the people playing. Maybe you go for the country. I put the flags on there, so maybe you guys might support the guy who comes from your country. I don't know. Or maybe you don't give a crap. You probably don't give a crap, because it's one of those games where it's not that popular. Chihi, T-3457. I like the 57. Wow, 57's getting some poor hot hits on this Chihi. Wow, turret damage as well. This is a potential. Oh no, you should have moved forward with the turret damage. Either go to the right or left and go closer to finish it off. But right now the Chihi is going to go for it. He's going crazy. He wants it dead right now. But it's moving in Oh, it's gonna get flamed. Don't tell me it's gonna get flamed. It's gonna get flamed. Wow, what a preempt there. That was a pretty cool move by Mr.Pringles. Just ran in there, preempted the flame on a moving Chinu as well. I guess that's a sight for sore eyes. Look at that. Wow, he's got some really good yoga position as well. Far out. How does he... Damn, he must do a lot of yoga. T60 though, now, yep, obviously Mr.Pringles knows that he's killed that tank, or killed all the tanks in the field. He's just going to come down and finish him off. Total infantry flow. Chi Canoe. Ooh, can he get a shot? Tracked, but no. T60 can take it out. I think it's reloading as well. Far shot him. Oh no. He was going to use this T57 instead. Oh, it's going to take it. What a shot. See, that's skillful. That was skillful. Turret was down. He couldn't turn his turret. He had to just make sure he turned his tracks at the right moment, at the right time, and hit the button as it goes past. Very good move by Pringles. Or very... well, not good move, I guess skillful play. Another flame on a light vehicle this time. Wow. Have you noticed the... I think Mr. Pringle knows a secret to flame units, because it got flamed in pretty much the first burst almost. He went vroom vroom and it was burning already. That's interesting. Unless the new patch has changed something. He did the same thing with the Chinu. He just did one to two bursts and that's it. He didn't have to fire. Maybe I forgot. Anyway, that's a good game, guys. I'll see you around.